Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So we've got your three groups here to choose from. The reading today is, do they have regrets? So your person of interest, your love interest, whoever they are, do they have regrets? We're going to look into it. Got your three groups to choose from. Timestamps are down below as usual. For group one, I'm using the Barbara Walker Tarot. That is group one. For group two, we're using the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. That is group two. And for group three, we're using the Last Unicorn Tarot. Okay, that's the Last Unicorn Tarot. So remember to use your intuition to pick. It's a general reading, so just like take what resonates and forget what doesn't. And there is random.org linked down below if you need help choosing a group. You can watch one or more than one of the readings. If it doesn't resonate, that's fine. Just choose another group or another reading from the playlist down below. And if you would like a private reading, my contact information is below, like I already said, just to let you guys know that the readings are video recorded and highly personalized, sent by a private video link so that you can order that through my email, website, or Wizio, okay? So that being said, we're going to get started with group one. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications, okay? I noticed that a lot of people watch the readings over and over again but remain unsubscribed for some reason. You do understand that that does support the channel when you subscribe, and it is absolutely free. Thanks to my patrons, thanks to my Instagram followers, did put up 2 new readings on Patreon and on Instagram this week, so check that out. All right, getting started with group one. Welcome group one, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So we've got your cards here pre-shuffled, your pile ready. We'll pull some more on camera. Let me let you know what my preliminary feelings are in terms of what I am picking up for you guys today regarding the question, does your person have regrets? Okay, so do they have regrets? Do they have regrets about you and this connection? Do they have regrets? So with the viewer I'm getting confusion, okay? Like, that is evidently the word of the week, confusion. Aggro's the word of the week as well, evidently, but I digress. So confused, you're like unclear, that's why you're here, right? You're questioning. Some of you are feeling defeated in the situation. I feel like for some of you, this person is unavailable, whether physically or emotionally or both. For others of you, they have, ghosted. So you're like, just basically like, what's happening? And the person of interest, the one that you came to the reading for, they come across as very original, very creative, somebody that makes stuff happen. They could be a leader at their job, but it feels like it's a creative field, like they make a product or they do something, like they oversee something. A very smart person coming through, and also somebody that gets lost in whatever it is they do, their hobbies, their interests, their work. Okay, for some of you, this person meditates. And when they do, they think about you, or they get into a trance-like state, especially if they're in a creative field or like an artist or something like that. And so the dynamic between the two of you guys feels like, there's pride and fear getting in the way of this connection. So that could be on your end, their end, or both. Also, it's like this person, like if you were in no contact, you guys are thinking about contacting each other, but you're not doing it, okay? But thinking about it often. So this person's thinking about contacting you often, like replaying their conversation with you over and over in their head, thinking about, contacting you. And I do feel like, I'm not gonna lie, that, somebody here is pretty happy in their life, okay? So somebody, the viewer, is feeling unclear or questioning, and I feel like, yeah, you could be happy in your life as well, but I'm getting more so your person. So it's gonna be interesting to find out, like, how can they be happy but also be regretting you, or regretting ghosting you, or have regrets about the connection. Well, we'll find out. But I think it has to do with whatever they do for a living, or whatever like interests they have. They feel like creative or original kind of interests or something along those lines. Whatever they do, it makes them happy, okay? Which is good because it raises their vibration, and you want somebody with the good raised vibration, although I know some of you don't want to hear that this person's happy, but that's what it is. So let's see what else we've got here. I'm using the Barbara Walker Tarot. This is my vintage tarot deck that I absolutely love and don't use nearly enough, so we're going to get into that. And we've got Wisdom of the Oracle there as well. So I think I will start with the Wisdom of the Oracle card here. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about, feeling that this person is happy. And I did see the card, but it doesn't matter because I saw the sun when I was shuffling. The sun didn't come out, but I was like, you know, if you are a tarot reader yourself, you know that synchronicities happen in the process of you preparing for the reading and then doing the reading. And even if you shuffle off camera, you still notice things. And that was one of the things I noticed. And I thought, oh, that didn't fit. But anytime that you're dealing with, you know, this is interpretive art, like I had to explain to somebody earlier this week. So everything's open to interpretation. Synchronicities happen for a reason. They're mirroring something at you. They're giving you information. And so it's like whenever you try to dismiss that information, even if it seems contradictory to the overall message, it still has a purpose or a point. And so it just came out again through a different deck. Happy Happies. This is basically the sun card of this oracle deck. It wanted to be heard. I do feel like this person has their ups and downs, but there is some area in which they are very happy, you know, in their life. Again, some of you probably don't want to hear that. Others of you will resonate with that. It's a general reading. So just take it how it resonates. But I'm also getting a yearning sort of energy off of this as well. Yearning for more of the same. Yearning for more happiness or happiness in other life areas as well. But I feel like your person is in kind of like in alignment, you know, with their life's purpose, or they're getting into alignment. Like they are being moved by the tides of the energy of the universe to get into alignment. Now, if you resonate more with that, cool, maybe you both feel this way. Or energies can be switched or vice versa. But again, I'm going to stand by that. For many of you, this is your person's energy. So do they miss you? Do they have regrets? Let's turn them over this way. This is how they came out. Okay, we've got the Death card in reverse. We've got Challenge, 7 of Wands. And we've got Dagon, Prince of Wands. Interesting little display here. Okay. And I'm being drawn again to these swirlies on the card, and the 28 reduces to 8, and 8 is the infinity symbol. So with that, I'm hearing, I'm forever yours. So it feels like, yeah, this person, I'm, for whatever it's worth, that's what they're saying. So with this, my general, like, initial intuitive impression here is that they are not changing their ways, okay? And they didn't change their ways with regard to you, and then yet they have the audacity to be kind of surprised at the obstacles that they created, or something challenging, or feeling surprised at this connection. Because look at his face, he looks surprised. And she's dangling something over his head. And it's like, what is that, like a crystal or a pendulum? A point of focus. I mean, he's trying to juggle his wands. She's holding a crystal pendulum over his head, and that's, you know, surprising him. So it's like this person was busy doing their thing. Wands represent their passions, the material plane, their work, their interests, right? And then you come along being all like eye-catching and sort of dangling something in front of them. So I feel, you know, this person has been surprised by the obstacles, but they're also surprised by their own obstacles. Like they created obstacles in this connection. So they're not changing their ways. Obstacles were created from not changing one's ways. And then they act out as a result of that, okay? So let's just break it down. I want to go ahead and get some, I'm going to get a Moonology card because I haven't used that in a while for a little more clarification on this. If the reading is resonating so far, let me know in the comment section. Like, comment, and hit the bell. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I got a ton of people who watch percentage-wise when I check my analytics, and then only a smaller percentage of that actually subscribe. It's free. You don't, it's not a commitment. Okay, so why not, right? If you enjoyed the reading, I'd appreciate it. So let's get a card from the Moonology deck spirit. Let's get some clarification on this spread. Does group one's person miss them? Or I keep saying miss, so you guys must want to know that, but you want to know if they have regrets. Do they have regrets? We've got have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Okay. And then we've got a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay. Full moon in Cancer. I'm just going to tell you the truth, like rip the Band-Aid off. I feel like this person, I feel like they do have regrets. And don't shoot the messenger, because evidently not giving bad news consistently is supposedly evidence of deception, not. But yeah, I do feel like they have regrets. That's pretty obvious to me, but not as many as they should. And I'm not sure why that is, except that this person is in the flow. They're having faith in their dreams. Things are happening for this person, okay? So what this Page of Wands talks about is, or rather this is a Page of Wands, this is the Death card. So what the Death card in reverse talks about is that they know that this relationship, this connection needs work or needed work. You know, if they're still dealing with you, the majority of you, this person and you, are not dealing with one another. I feel like this person ghosted for a lot of you, or you guys are in no contact, okay? So they knew that the relationship needed work, but they resisted doing the work, you know, and that led to some sort of boredom or unhappiness for them. They could even have been stuck on somebody from their past. There's something that they were not using that sickle, right, to scoop it away, to wipe it away, right? That's part of what the Death card is. So this is a transformation being blocked. Changes that needed to be made, maybe to habit patterns or behaviors, things that were not helping the connection. Like in order to have a new beginning with you, they would have had to leave the past behind. They weren't doing that. So whether that is talking about a person or something else, they were resisting making the changes that would have been necessary for this connection to thrive. And then, and I do feel like there was some amount of boredom that is involved in it, like the connection got stale or got boring, or, you know, was headed in that direction, and your person they weren't down with that because they are a creative person. There's something about them that is very kind of like brilliant or smart, or creative. They like to be stimulated mentally, emotionally, things like that. And, but the reason why, it wasn't as dynamic as it could have been, wasn't as interesting or stimulating to them as it could have been, is because they were not doing what they were supposed to be doing, right? These changes were not being made. And again, I'm getting competition with somebody from the past, whether that be another romantic partner or somebody from their distant past. Some sort of competition here could have been related to people around the connection. I see the energy of trying to work the connection out. So there is a desire to, you know, work the connection out with you, you know, even though it would be easier to give up with the challenge card. I mean, it's a challenge for a reason. It would be easier just to, instead of trying to focus on this crystal and keep all these wands in the air at the same time while there's fire heating up his back, it would just be easier to say, you know, to hell with it, drop all the wands, get up and walk away. But he's not doing that, okay? At least not emotionally, at least not yet. So there is that energy of trying to work things out. And I think that for many of you, you both did, to work things out, trying to remain positive here. I feel like currently you're both trying to remain positive here. I think this person's doing a pretty good job in their world of being positive. I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know how they're showing up in your world, in your universe. In their universe, they're pretty positive, okay, about what they've got going on in their lives. So with the Prince of Wands, that also backs that up, because this is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is typically, you know, a vital, active person, youthful energy, creative, optimistic, honest. But I do believe that this came out in reverse. But either way, even if it didn't, I mean, you could just see the picture there. That guy does not look very welcoming. She's like kneeling before him with her arms extended. I assume that's a she with the long hair. So it's kind of a foreboding image. So that to me tells me that, you know, at the very least, there's been some sort of misunderstanding, which is probably why you're confused, a mix-up even. Maybe the timing was not right or isn't right to start again in this connection. And if you guys are still talking, it's not right to take it to the next level or to move it forward because of some sort of confusion or timing mix-up or something. It could just be that this person's not up to it, or you're not up to it. Somebody's not up to it here. And she's sitting down, not up to this level, right? So this can also represent a younger person or a child. I don't know. She looks kind of childlike. If you know that your person has a child, you know, maybe they're enjoying that child's company a lot. That's part of children bring joy, but it doesn't have to be that. It does mean, though, that some childhood hangups could be affecting, you know, this person's ability to make commitment or not. And so commitment is very unlikely at this time, in case you were wondering. But I do see some good news here in general, like a positive change, a warm communication, because again, we are dealing with the Page of Wands. And that's what the Page of Wands mean. So it can mean, and intuitively that's what I'm getting, because you both want to talk to each other. Like I said from the start, there's no contact maybe, but you guys are thinking about it. They're thinking about you. I don't feel like they're consumed with thinking about you, but they do think about you still and think about contacting you. And so it does look like some sort of a positive change, like a flirtatious text, some sort of small, warm communication. So have faith in your dreams. If you want that to happen, have faith in that. I mean, you can always block anything a reader says with your attitude. And if it doesn't resonate, that's fine too. If it doesn't resonate, but you want it to resonate, you can claim it. There is such a thing as that. And affirm for it. You are a manifester. But as of present energies, like I always say, this is a snapshot of present energies. And if you're watching this, there are messages here for you. So take what resonates, forget what doesn't. Bottom line, my assessment, let me get into my, let me start using my jargon from my physical therapy days. My assessment, all things told, collective information compiled. My assessment then is that yes, they have regrets, but not as many as they probably should. Because there is some immature energy. It was them who was not changing. They knew that they needed to. They still wanted to persist. I don't know why they wouldn't just make those adjustments, but they wouldn't. Again, could be related to childhood hangups. So let's get some other cards here. An ego problem. I'm hearing an ego problem. So, Spirit, what else can you add to the reading for Group 1? Does their person of interest have regrets? We've got keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. I do think that. Like, this person didn't want to adapt to this connection because it would require them to step outside of their comfort zone of what they're used to doing and how they're used to behaving. So I think that distance has allowed this person to think about it and sort of realize that you actually could be a soulmate. You actually could be somebody that is important to them, but that they just had a different, they were used to a different type of person. You weren't their usual type. They had different expectations for what their soulmate or their person would end up looking like, being like, acting like. Get a message from my message deck to see if we can get more on that. You need kissing badly. That's what's wrong with you, okay? So the attraction's definitely there. I like this person. I have a little bit of a sense of humor here. I'm letting go of the past and I'm ready to act. Okay. So they do need to let go of the past because we already saw, and I mentioned a couple times already, that, you know, this person had some sort of past hangups, whether that be childhood issues or an actual person or ex or something, just old habit patterns and behaviors that they were unwilling to change before. Now they're saying more or less that they're willing to take action. So maybe that means they're willing to take action to affect change in their behavior. Love is not a word I use lightly. Our relationship is never consistent. Why can't we find a stable ground? So some sort of instability in this connection in your person's opinion. And you're probably thinking, well, that was on them. But this isn't the most self-aware person. I think this person is really brilliant in some life areas, but maybe not when it comes to emotional intelligence or their own intuition or interpersonal relationship skills. Just because they like had a blind spot basically about this connection because you did not fit into their usual type and expectation is what I really feel. And they were not able to see how they were contributing to the inconsistency. Also, you know, like they said, love is not a word they use lightly. So it could have been that, you know, they weren't looking for a love relationship, or they just put a lot of weight behind a love relationship. And so that's just not a decision or an avenue that they would go down lightly. Does this person have regrets? We've got love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. We already saw this person does have a desire, that they have attraction for you. Definitely getting that very strongly. So we've got lots of wands. So the wands do indicate, you know, passion, physical touch. So maybe you got physical with this person and they ghosted, or they wanted to get physical with you and then you didn't, so you were led in a different direction, or they were led in a different direction. And with the Scorpio energy card, of the Death card being in reverse, that shows us a blockage with regard to that energy, which Scorpio is a very sexual energy. So it could show us, you know, blocking that, somebody blocking that energy or wanting to contain it somehow. And a good way to contain that is to walk away. There are more scenarios I'm going to get, but I am getting, but I don't see the point in like saying a bunch of scenarios. It's impossible for me to say every scenario that's going to resonate with people, but if I get another hit, like if Spirit is like wanting me to say it again, like continuing to hint to me that I should repeat something, then I will repeat it. I'm not getting that though. So let's move on. Does this person have regrets towards group 1? We've got follow your dreams. I feel that this person, like I said, still just getting more validation of that this person does have regrets, but not as many as you would want them to, because they're following their dreams. We've saw that several times. They're having faith in their dreams. They're possibly dreaming about you. You could be lurking. You could be one of these cherubs, like sneaking into their sleep when you tend to feel and think hard about somebody, especially for a prolonged period of time. And if you have any spiritual gifts, which if you're watching tarot, you probably do. Hopefully they're a little more developed, but if they're not, they might be developing. But either way, you can dream about somebody by thinking about them a lot. Let me get another card. But yeah, this person is following their dreams. And since that came out twice, like if there is a dream that you've been wanting to work on, Spirit is asking you to go ahead and work on that dream. Some of you are letting pride and ego, Empress just flew out. Pride and ego get in the way of pursuing some sort of a dream. Spirit's wanting you to pursue that dream, okay? Regardless of your reasons for not pursuing it, if you're just afraid, you know, if you just don't want to look stupid, if there's some like X, Y, and Z reason why you don't want to pursue a particular dream, you've gotten a couple of suggestions by Spirit today that you should pursue that dream with the Empress, okay? The Empress is another creative energy. She's an energy of fertility, so, you know, maybe you're wanting to have children, you're wanting to wife up, you're wanting to create something. In terms of just strictly like what this could mean for a dream, it means self-expression. So learning to express yourself through some medium, through your work, through your hobbies, in your relationships. It means treating yourself the way that you want to be treated. And it means making those developments in your life that bring you into your divine feminine energy. So the divine feminine is intuitive. She takes really good care of her body and her spirit. She is nurturing and caring towards herself and towards other people. She is in her power. She has her ego in check, but she's nobody's fool, right? She's like the best of all polarities. in, you know, in and of herself. So just take that how that resonates, and I'm going to get you a card from the manifestation deck. I mean, if you really have your heart set on becoming a wife and mother, as of present energies, I mean, it could go in that direction, but, you know, we're not looking at that. We're just looking at whether this person has regrets. So Spirit's like, I'm not going to tell you if this is the one you're going to end up with, but I am going to let you know that if that is your dream, that's what you should be focusing on manifesting. We've got go for it. Step outside of your comfort zone. Make plans. Now is the time. Favorable outcome in alignment. Okay? So I feel like there is some sort of dream that you have where you need to, maybe it's travel, maybe it is just something where you're stepping outside of your comfort zone and you're embracing more of your divine feminine energy. You'll be more of a vibrational match to this person if you do that, because even though you're probably here for a man or a masculine, as the majority are, they're coming across very creative. And so, you know, you should do what you want to do, obviously, for your own personal reasons, but I'm just saying, make plans. Now is the time. If you go after some sort of a dream, if you want to come into alignment with your Empress energy in hopes of producing an outcome that you want, Spirit to say, now is the time to do it. Even if it makes you a little uncomfortable, even if you feel like just giving up on something, on this or on something else, even if you're feeling bored or unhappy or anything of, like along those lines, Spirit is basically saying that maybe the timing is not right for this connection because you have some other dream that you are supposed to be pursuing and making happen. But, you know, it is entirely up to you. So this is what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you would like a private reading, you can contact me at lovetheoracledragon@gmail.com. My website, TheOracleDragon, TheOracleDragon.com, and or Wizio. I appreciate everybody for tuning in again. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss my next video, and I'm moving on to Group 2. Welcome, Group 2. Thanks for tuning in to your reading. So we've got your pre-shuffled cards here, and let me tell you what I am getting before we get started. So, Group 2. Okay. The majority of you who've tuned in, I don't know if you have met somebody new or what is going on, but some of you feel like you're actually happy. You're coming across happy. I don't know why you would wonder if this person has regrets when you're coming across happy. This could be future energy as well. Somebody's coming in. I feel like somebody new is coming in for you, okay? It could be a renewal in this connection, but I am feeling like, yeah, you're getting back out there. something new is happening for you. I feel like maybe you're just having a good day and you decided to watch this video. So just because one part of your life, your love life may not be where you want it to be, or because you're asking about someone who you hope has regrets or that you feel should have regrets, doesn't mean that other areas of your life are not going well. But to just lay it out and make it plain, I feel like generally speaking, you are romantic and you are loving you. Like you're taking care of yourself, okay? Which is good. I feel like this is my group that has self-love. That's refreshing. I have noticed, you know, a shift to higher vibrational viewers lately, and the low vibes are falling by the wayside, and you guys epitomize that with this energy. Wow, some of you maybe just are flat out in love. So with that being said, the other person, the person that you came here for, I feel that this person has not been authentic, to be honest. Let's just put it plainly. This person could be wearing a mask, could be being deceptive. They could be, or they could just be the type of person that is very adaptable, very naturally sort of dramatic, or the type of person that has a lot of different sides to their personality. But I do feel that this person is exciting. They do miss you if you guys are in separation. They are hoping to see you, to go out on a date with you, to set a date with you. There is some sort of like hopeful feeling from this person. So if that resonates, hopefully it does, you know, keep watching, or you can keep watching anyway, just if you're interested, or to see what other messages can come out that might resonate, or choose another group, or check out the playlist for a different video down below. But let's get into Wisdom of the Oracle card. So we got number 51 from the Wisdom of the Oracle. That is the Milk and Honey card, and that's a very positive card. So five and 1 reduced to 6. 6 is a card of contentment. It's a card of harmony and community. I feel that some of you are just like asking about somebody from your past that maybe, you know, did you wrong, and you want to know if they have regrets for doing you wrong. But at the same time, like, you're actually happy in some other life area, or you've met someone new, or you will, like I said. That just keeps coming through. So I'm going to keep saying it because evidently I should, or else it wouldn't keep coming through. And with this is saying too that, I mean, this could even be talking about the person that you're here for. You could have, you could be very attracted to them. They could be very sensual. I feel like you're a very sensual person. And when you love somebody, you do so with a passion. And there is this sweetness to your love. And not only just with regard to love interests, but regard to your like your friends and family as well. And I feel like you sense that something is changing, something is going to happen, like in your love life, if it isn't already, or in your life, something loving. You're loving yourself more, and when you love yourself more, you naturally emit the vibration that attracts more people to love you. You're feeling happier. When you're happy, you attract more reasons to be happy. This is just the laws of the universe. This is known. That's what you're doing, group 2. What are you doing? Leave your tips and tricks in the comment section for the rest of us, because I feel like your thoughts and feelings are very sweet. Maybe you're just a very sweet, grateful person, or you've turned over a new leaf, or something good is happening in your life. But the Milk and Honey card is saying that you have plenty to be grateful for. Abundance is coming, or has already shown up in your life. So, just based on this, we can say, you know, when we're asking the question, does this person have regrets? Yeah, why wouldn't they regret that? This is who you are. Like, this person is like the type that, for some of you, is kind of a liar, or makes excuses, or just like conniving or manipulative. For others of you, this person's just like maybe misunderstood, because they are kind of like a shapeshifter. They are kind of dramatic. Maybe they just don't know how to be their true selves for whatever reason. But yet I can still sense that they are, like, they're eagerly expecting something to happen with you too. Like, they're hoping for something to happen with you too. They're hoping for you. So, I mean, that feels to me like regrets. But let's get into these cards from the John Holland Psychic Tarot. We've got number 14, Patience. We've got number 5, 5 of Cups. And we've got the Emperor. Look at him. Mean mugging. I feel you, Emperor. I feel you, Emperor. You kind of look like me sometimes. All right. Anyway, so what are we saying? This person wants you. It's not even just that they have regrets. This person wants you. They're longing for you. Look at how he's got his hand over his heart, and that this is universal. Like, he is emitting, or she, I'm just going to say he for ease of saying it, is emitting like a love energy from his heart. And I feel like you are as well. Something, if you're emitting that just because you're like happy in your life, or you're feeling that love towards him, or you're feeling that love towards something, or you're feeling it towards yourself, like, that's being picked up on. And if you're thinking about him all of a sudden, you know, you're picking up on him. There's energy of vibrational communication going on here. So you know, just off the bat, I can see that these are the cards of someone who is gathering themselves, you know, after a very upsetting loss caused by a dominant man or masculine. Okay. So I feel like, you know, if this is you, if this is you, the viewer, group 2, then you are trying to heal, you know, within yourself, like you're healing. And you sort of made peace, or are making peace with what's happened in this connection. It feels like whatever happened could have been very upsetting for you. Really picking up on the energy of like an ego clash, right? Because this is patience. It's a temperance card. Temperance is about two opposites coming together, and when they mix properly with patience, then you know the results are satisfactory. The results are beautiful. But when they don't, it's a clash. It's like oil and water. So that's what I'm seeing here. Like, you're making peace with yourself. Peace is being made in this. I really feel like this is you. You know, you are aiming for peace in relationships. You might be evaluating what went wrong here and even your part in it, which is a very mature way to look at it, because a lot of times people just want to blame others for whatever's gone wrong. And I see you instead like looking within. Like, this is ninth house energy, Sagittarian energy. So this is about learning from your mistakes and from the mistakes of others, and just trying to like, so that you can avoid them in the future. So that's what this energy is about. It's even like a philosophical energy. I can relate to that. That's what's coming out for you. Also, I'm seeing you guys just being like letting things develop at their own pace. Maybe it's been a while since you dealt with this person, or maybe you've been dealing with them for a while, but you've had to be very patient the whole time. And if you haven't been patient, you should be being patient, because that's what's being called for. That's what's necessary, not to suffer through this whole ordeal. So if you weren't being patient, that could have been part of what caused the suffering. You need to let it develop and not rush things. And I feel like a lot of you are already doing that. And I do see it's more than likely that this relationship or connection did end, or is ending. It could even be ending. And I think you're just trying to make peace with it, you know, knowing that you did your part. But again, I feel like you are already in this energy of abundance. So I feel that you know, your healing is taking place. And I feel like this Emperor is feeling, you know, hopeless and helpless. I feel like there is a sense of disappointment here. There is a sense of hurt. But again, you know, with every ending, there's a possibility for a new beginning. You know, just like the song, I can't remember the name of the song, but after every ending is some other beginning's end, or something like that. But I did a really good job of explaining that. I don't want to break the channel, but I do want to sort of honor some of the things that I'm getting. And I do feel like, you know, this is a split, but there is a chance for a new opportunity if somebody changes their attitude about it. Okay, I feel like somebody needed to change their attitude. If it was you, I see you doing that. I see you recognizing that, and I see you doing that. If it's them, they still need to do that. Maybe they will. We'll see. With this Emperor, though, being in the outcome, it does show that this person's I feel like this person will remain important to you in some way, shape, or form. So it's more than likely that you're going to be walking on air soon, because, you know, this person comes back in your life, or you get out there and you bump into this person. Sometimes that's what it takes to attract somebody back, is to like drop it and just like, you know, give up. And then that eliminates the resistance that you had, even though you said that you want this person. Your inner vibration was that of one of resistance, but now that you were in a higher vibration, you're actually emitting from your heart, which is attracting somebody of a similar vibration. So it does look like this person, regardless, like if it's this person or someone else, somebody's making you happy soon. This person, though, will remain important in your life somehow. I don't know if this is your boss, or if this is like a dominant figure in your community for some reason, but either way, I do see you having, I mean, he represents a mature, stable relationship. The Emperor, he's in the upright. I'm really drawn to the light around his head. He is coming across in a higher vibration. He is hoping for this connection. He is creatively thinking about it. He does have optimism about it. I feel like if he was in like a lower vibration before, for many of you, he is thinking about not being that way anymore, or he is learning his lesson with that light yellow. Look that up if you are curious, but that's what that means. It's like it's learning. It's a vibration of learning. So this person, this Emperor, is learning. And what did he... The thing about this particular individual is that a mature relationship to this person means, you know, means that something that a relationship where practical concerns really matter to them, status, money, things like that really matter to this person. So I can see that this is somebody that is a great provider, a great protector, a very masculine energy here, divine masculine energy. But this kind of a masculine energy can be a little bit fragile for some, okay? For some of you, even though this person is maybe turning over a new leaf because, hey, maybe because of the regret that they feel over what's happened with you. But we see them learning, we see them standing in their power, at least today, at the time of this reading, and being more of the Emperor in his higher vibration. So that's a good thing, but just beware that if this person has a tendency, I mean, if they were ever of a lower vibration, they could slip back into that. And what does that look like? That looks like somebody that can be, you know, just, I don't want to trigger anybody, but a little bit, you know, just brittle. Just have like a brittle ego. Like, how do I say it? Words escape me. If you know, you know. So I'm not concerned about expressing that perfectly because I already said that I feel like this person's showing up in a higher vibe. So let's just go with that. But this is also a sign of loyalty and commitment in a partnership, which is good. Most people want their partner to be loyal and committed. So whether it's with this person or someone else, it's looking good for you to have the kind of solid partnership that you'd want to have. Like if you're looking for a traditional relationship, if you're looking for a masculine who's a good provider and a good protector, who at times might be a little fragile in their ego, right? But for the most part is a stable person who can provide stability for you and provide consistency for you, then that looks like what you're on track to experiencing, okay? So does this person regret you? Let's find out. Regret you. Regret what they did to you. Do they have regrets? Oh, Lord. What do I want to start with? Oh, Moonology cards. Let's do that. Does group 2's person have regrets? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So that's pretty much a yes. It's especially a yes if you really want this person to have regrets. Well, today's your lucky day. They have regrets, okay? But either way, it's pretty much a yes, that one. Luck is on your side. And I already told you, I feel like you guys know that. I mean, we've got the milk and honey card here. I feel like you guys are mesmerized by someone or something, or in your life. I mean, you're definitely feeling yourself. You're loving yourself. Like this, whatever happened in this connection has not dimmed your shine to where you're not feeling romantic. You are feeling romantic still. If you're not, you soon will, because whoever this reading is for, if you were one of my private clients, yeah, no doubt, I would say it definitively, you're going to be feeling real good real soon about yourself and about getting back out there on the dating scene or with a romantic partner. So, let me see here. Does group 2's person have regrets? Got release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. I do think this person has regrets. I think they feel like you have released them. Like you've cleared your energy. You could be dating somebody else. They could think you're dating somebody else. They could have seen you out with somebody else, or they just sense that your energy is pulling away. They still long for you. They still have hope for this connection. Go with the flow more. Life's full of surprises. You just never know. So that's speaking specifically to somebody who was just thinking, more or less, that they didn't want to get out there, that they only wanted this person, that they're being triggered by this card right now. And this is saying, chill out, go with the flow more. Life's full of surprises. You just never know. Like I said in group 1, you have to let go of something in order to receive it. And you hold on too tight, that almost guarantees you will not have it, right? So this is saying that, feel yourself, be on that self-love journey, do things that make you smile, and get out of your comfort zone, because even your person knows, the divine masculine, this energy here is coming through, is saying, life is full of surprises. You just never know. You can't hold on so tight. It's time to clear your energy. So if you have a lot of hard feelings towards this person, whether you want them back or want to continue with them or not, it's a good idea to write a letter, sort of like telling this person like everything you need to tell them, get it off your chest, and then, ripping that letter up, throwing it in the trash, or revising it. Look up revision, Neville Goddard on YouTube, plenty of resources out there on how to revise. But bottom line, it's time to clear your energy. Go with the flow more. Life is full of surprises. You just never know. You can't control everything. When you try to, it gets worse. What else would this person say to group 2? Do they have regrets? You're my weakness. I do anything for you. And I'm letting go of the past. I'm ready to act. So I feel like this person is, they have somebody to release. They're letting go of that person. When I was shuffling those cards, I did hear some of you were talking about this person needed to let go with the flow. They were the controlling ones, okay? This is saying that they understand that. They're learning that, okay? They've even got this circle around, this circle of light, the circle of learning with that yellow color surrounding their head, which is in alignment with this card, which is basically based off the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So they understand that. And you are their weakness, and they are letting go of the past. They are ready to act. So if in the past they behaved a certain kind of way that created the breakup or the hurt in the connection, they're saying that they're ready to act differently. But again, you have free will. You can decide whether or not you want to entertain or deal with this person again. And it is a general reading, like we always say. So take what resonates. Opening up on romantic partner. I'm telling you guys, come back in a couple weeks or whenever you start dating somebody new or go on a date with this person and have the romantic time of your life, because you've got some love coming in. You could already be experiencing that. Either a rejuvenation of romance in a current partnership. I just stopped randomly to like use my hands to talk, because that's what I do apparently. And then he's there again. Hello. This reminds me of when I first got this deck like 20 years ago, and I was shuffling for somebody that a very similar instance. God, I hope he's not coming back. But it was pretty similar kind of situation as the one I described, and I wanted him back, and he popped up and he was like, hello. And then I thought, oh, I wonder if this is real or not. And then sure enough, it was real. And we went out on a date, yada, yada, yada. Start dating again. So I hope your relationship works out better than that one did. But it wasn't bad. But I'm just saying, come back and tell me when this person takes you out on a date, or when you meet the love of your life, or when you start dating and you feel like it's all good and you have a rejuvenation of love in a current romance, or an entirely new person comes in and sweeps you off your feet. I want to know about that. But does the current person of interest have regrets? We're writing group 2. Environmental awareness. So something to do with the environment, animals, and nature is here. What I usually take that card as is that this person looks for you when they're out and about. And so why would you look for somebody when you're out and about? Like if you didn't at least miss them. And she's got an eagle there, so you might want to look up the symbology of an eagle to see what that might mean for you. I think it typically means like somebody having like a higher vantage point, a higher perspective. So again, goes along with what I was saying about the Emperor or the Authority card. This person learning, having a higher vantage point, seeing things differently, like learning about the connection and learning about things and growing, at least to some extent. And then she's holding him like he's a predator, and she is just kind of like holding him as if you were like a cat or something, or a puppy. So that's again like kind of corroborating, you're my weakness, I'd do anything for you. Because this eagle does not need to be held. He could peck her eyes out. Like he could claw her up. He doesn't need to be there, but he wants to be there. Okay. If anybody could hold him, it is you. Is basically how that's coming across. So let's get some more cards. I think we lost our music. We did. Does Group 2's person miss Group 2 or have regrets regarding Group 2? We've got workplace romance, common cause connection. So yeah, I did mention this could have been your boss or something like that. It doesn't have to be. And that is letting us know, though, that if you guys have something in common, some sort of a common cause connection. So, and since it is talking about the connection, it's like it's mutual. This connection is felt by both of you. So let me get an advice card for you guys. Like, what is my assessment, though? Yeah, definitely. I already said it, didn't I? Well, if I didn't, I'm saying it now. This person definitely has regrets. For a lot of you, they feel like you've already released them, or you are releasing them. Get advice for Group 2, please. We've got passion ignited. Wow. Keep healing your heart. Do not close your heart off. I don't feel like you are. I see passion ignited. There's a passionate new beginning here. There's some sort of a new project, some sort of an inspiration that you're experiencing now or soon will, an urge to create. You're being moved. Okay? And see, it probably is related to this Emperor, whoever this Emperor is. It's your person more than likely, the one that you came to the reading for. And see the light around his head, and she's got a light around her. And so this person remains important to you regardless. I think you're still going to feel them in your heart regardless of what you choose to do. But the advice is basically to have a passionate new beginning. So if somebody else does catch your eye, if you do think about getting out there with somebody new, then do it. If this person comes in and they ask you for a date and you feel it in your heart, and I see that you've healed your heart and you're healing, I feel like the healing of your heart has taken place. But if you feel in your heart like entertaining this person again, or to continue entertaining them, or to entertain it, whatever you feel like doing, whatever lights you up, like the Survivor song, Hearts on Fire, whatever makes you feel alive and inspired, then do that, okay? It does look like this connection is going to come full circle, though. All right, that's cool. Glide across the room. Got paradigm shift, and I'm going to take it because you know why? I was really focusing on this shell shape here. I was trying to think of, that's like in numerology or whatever, this particular shape, isn't it 3.14? It's a divine shape. Okay, it's based on divine science. It's based on numbers. It's based on, I can't think of the freaking word. It's annoying. But, and now we're getting this. So this is really wanting us to pay attention to that. It's saying new experiences integrating now. Materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles, change. I did say that this is a cycle, like this is coming full circle. So basically you are going to experience new experiences. And, whatever you have been manifesting for, that is materializing. There is progress and growth in your life and in your person, especially in you, because you are healing. So I just want to say that you guys are doing a great job. It's like, I don't know this person that you're here for. But if you're hoping or wanting to know if he has regrets, it means he did something wrong. And so I'm just like, I'm not convinced that this is Mr. Wonderful, but if he makes you feel this way, then you're more than likely going to experience another go around with this person, new experiences with them, an expansion in this connection. But even if it's not him, there is this energy that you are in, a new passionate beginning for you. But the answer to your question is yes, definitely this person has regrets. And again, why wouldn't they? You are the land of milk and honey. So this is what I've got for you, group 2. Thank you for tuning in. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments section, or like, subscribe, and hit the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss my next video. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box. You can reach me through my email, website, or Wizio. And if you are a patron, don't forget to check out the How Are You Glowing Up reading that I uploaded this past week. I've got an Instagram reading up as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you, and I'm moving on to group 3. Welcome, group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So I've got your cards here, and I'm going to get into your person and you and the energies that I am picking up. So for the two of you, I feel that, well, first I'm going to start off with your person. I think they are... they're detached, to say the least here. I'm getting kind of a, I'm not getting a bad energy from your person, to be honest. I feel like they're like a seeker, or they're an adventurer. There's somebody that's trying to, just live their life, or find, the best path ahead in life. And I do feel an energy of detachment, or just liking to be solo going. It's kind of like a Nine of Pentacles energy, but the Nine of Pentacles isn't here. Of somebody that just enjoys their solo pleasures, but it's more active than the Nine of Pentacles, because it's like somebody that wants to get out into the world and explore, travel, or do things. This could be quite an active person or a nature-loving type individual, but they are an individual, and I feel like they're looking for the light, or they're looking for something. I don't want to say better, but, and if it is better, then it doesn't necessarily pertain to you, or looking for something better than you. It's like they're just always looking, like seeking. And it's interesting though, because the energy between the two of you is one of like celebration. This could be a newer connection, or you guys could be like celebrating a milestone. The majority of you who watch, are experiencing some sort of conflict in your connection, or else you wouldn't be watching the tarot reading. For a very small few, you're just curious, and you might be the ones that I'm talking to when I say that maybe you're going to celebrate an anniversary with this person, or some sort of a milestone of your, like, a anniversary of your first date, or even like a more serious anniversary. Others of you, it feels like there's this energy of that going on. So either you're celebrating that, they're celebrating that, you guys are celebrating that together. But we can see what else comes out in terms of between the two of you. Like, are you guys happy together at present? Are you experiencing a new beginning? Are you guys meeting for drinks? Are you having a date or something like that? If that's not what's happening, it could be happening in the future. Some of you are feeling a little bit, it's interesting because you come across just a little bit, don't freak out, but just a little bit like group 2's person. So I don't know, like you and your person are both watching this reading, and you chose group 3 and they chose group 2, or vice versa, or your person from group 3 is here, and they are watching for you, and you're coming across like them. It's kind of funny. And how is that? What am I talking about? I'm talking about you can be a very convincing person. You're an adaptable person. Like, you have different sides to your personality. Maybe you like to change up your hair, your clothes, or your style. Maybe you're one of those people that really adapts to your environment, or the people that you're around, almost to the point where like, people who know you from one area of your life see you out in another area. Like, people who know you from school or from work, see you with your family or with your boyfriend, or people that know you from the track or the gym see you, at a dance club or at the freaking store or something, and you're just like different. You have like style. You style flex, okay? Also, some of you could have been deceptive in this connection or coming across that way, or not really showing your true self or something along those lines. So if that applies, cool. If not, let it fly. We'll get more into the reading and find out if we can find out more. So the card that we got for you from the Wisdom of the Oracle is No Place Like Home, number 50. And this is a really beautiful card. I really like these dark blues. Very pretty, royal blue, indigo blue, the pinks. And it tells me that, you know, well, since it was in reverse, it feels like intuition was blocked or is blocked in this connection, or this connection, you know, has lacked stability and focus. There's a lack of, you know, love or friendship or self-esteem in this connection, as well as a lack of loyalty as well. Okay, interesting. I just got that somebody here pretended to be more independent and more cool with a casual or sort of, yeah, basically, not, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, casual relationship. You were pretending. I feel like some of you viewers did this, but again, don't take it if it doesn't resonate. Somebody, like when I talk about misrepresenting oneself, somebody misrepresented themselves, and that was part of that's part of what's coming through. Like, that was the misrepresentation. Pretending to be cooler with a casual situation, and or being and acting more independent than you actually are. That created conflict in this connection. What else this could mean, though, with it being in reverse is yeah, I feel that you or your person are coming into like finding what supports your spirit. I really feel like this. I feel like you have similar goals or interests. Like, you're on a similar journey or path. Your person is like, they're out there in the world. They're seeking experiences. They like, maybe they're quick to cut anything that doesn't really jive with their vibe, so to speak. They're in search of something, and I feel like you are also in search of something, but you go about it by just trying to reinvent yourself a lot, or try to convince others of things, or maybe you are an actor. That would be a good field or hobby for you to be in theater, because it's almost that energy. But you're both seeking to find something, like some more meaning or your purpose. You're looking for something, and that is what you have in common. That it's different. There, you know, obviously, that's how you're different too. So this card is basically saying, like, if you continue to do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always got. And for some of you, it feels like whenever you meet someone who, you know, feels right, quote unquote, right, it's because they feel familiar, and like attracts like. So, you know, say you're used to something that's less than what you deserve, and then you meet that person or experience a similar experience that reminds you of that, and you just keep attracting over and over again less than what you deserve, only because it feels familiar, and you equate what feels familiar with being special or magical, or meaning that it's a connection, you know. So just be cautious of that if it resonates for you, okay? It's basically just saying to try something new. I think this person could be good for you in that respect. Or, you know, whatever happens in this connection with them, you can learn from them. Follow that example of seeking, getting out and experiencing things. You know, being like a soul seeker or a searcher doesn't necessarily always mean, you know, especially if you're doing it in a spiritual sense, it doesn't necessarily always mean that it's something that you have to do internally, right? Maybe you're working on your shadow side a lot. That's cool. Keep doing that. But also, you know, seek the light as well. Like, maybe it's time to just like accept your shadows for what they are and try something new. The only way that this connection or your experiences, your outcomes can be different is if you do something different, is what that card is talking about. So let's see what else comes out in the reading. We can find out. Maybe we can find out more of how it applies. Maybe it applies more to your person. I know some people can't handle constructive criticism, and, you know, I'm just a lady on YouTube, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. I mean, if it does resonate, or even if it bothers you, then it might be something worth reflecting on, because it might be some area that you need to heal within yourself. But it can also be giving us information about your person. So with that being said, we've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. What is my intuitive feeling on these 3 cards? Somebody dropped the ball, causing a heartache, but in the future things get unstuck and start moving fast. That's the gist. Yep. How did they drop the ball if this was them? Excuse me, by not taking responsibility. Somebody wasn't taking responsibility or was not taking the relationship seriously enough. Maybe it was both of you in different respects. Maybe it was your person. It does feel like that energy got a little bit boring or low energy, or maybe stagnated. Somebody could even be suffering with or dealing with depression, or did in the past. Others of you, this is my purse or nurse card. Somebody could be looking for a sugar mama or sugar daddy, or somebody to take care of them, if not financially, then just like in general. Like looking at a partner as somebody who, you know, can provide for them what they're not able to provide for themselves, whether that's emotionally, physically, or both, okay? Yeah, someone was not able to hold up their end of the relationship, or wouldn't have been able to, hence the reason why they dropped the ball, okay? Because they already knew that. Like, they were not in a place to be able to hold up their end of the relationship for some reason. And so, unfortunately, it did result in this. Split, separation, heartbreak, maybe a third-party situation. Looks like, at the very least, the relationship, you know, has lost its meaning, or could be losing its meaning. It looks like it's lost its meaning or run its course, because this is the card of a breakup or a split. I feel like group 2 were my rock stars of self-healing. They were doing a lot of their work. They're raising their vibration. And like I said, in group 2, I am resonating more with people who are doing that, who my channel's overall like vibe is shifting, and it's upshifting, which is good. I like that. You, I feel, are maybe doing that, but not as much as group 2, okay? It's definitely going to take healing, whatever you need to do, because this is fresh. It feels fresh. Even if it happened a while ago, there's something about it that feels kind of fresh. And some of you could be in the process of trying to heal that, okay? If this connection is to heal and come back together, you really need to be cognizant and aware of the fact that it is going to take a ton of love and a ton of compassion, not only towards this person, but to yourself as well. Your inner child has taken a beat down. Somebody's inner child here. Somebody, if it's your person did this to you, then your inner child has taken a beat down. But the good news is that well, it depends on what you consider good news, depends on what you want, right? If you're a private client, I would ask you, like, it depends on what you want, whether or not this is good news, but I do see it's generally, like, unanimously good news, the Eight of Wands, the outcome, because it shows letting go of what no longer suits you, okay? It is showing going in a new direction, which is what was needed here. When we see the no place like home in reverse, it's saying that not all things that are familiar, not all things that resonate or ring a bell with us are things that we're meant to continue to perpetuate or create in our lives. And I see that that lesson is learned, action is taken in that regard here in the future. And it could even be, what your person did if they ran away from the connection or left it. See how the unicorn is running away? That could have been the connection that they made, the realization or understanding that they came to. That even though, they felt close to you, they were not at a place where they could offer you something solid, right? Because the Page of Pentacles in the upright is someone who is considering a solid offer. Ace of Pentacles, or one pentacle as we see here, is a sign of union, the beginning of something solid, something that's an investment that you can, it's a long-term investment, right? And with it being reversed, it's like, I can't make that long-term investment. And they couldn't make that long-term investment, and it wasn't because they didn't feel you or feel a connection. It was just because this person needed to work on themselves. You needed to work on yourself. They were just, it wasn't right. It wasn't the right timing. It wasn't right. So, but the good news with that Eight of Wands basically is there's something new happening here. This could actually be a new relationship as well. I want to get some more cards real quick. Let me get the Moonology deck. If this is resonating, let me know in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so that you are notified when I upload my next video so you don't miss it. I would appreciate that. Also, yeah, just consider subscribing, guys. Some of you come back to the readings over and over again, but according to my statistics, they told on you you're not subscribed, so please do subscribe if the readings resonate for you. I'm kind of a no-nonsense reader, okay? So don't let my sweet voice fool you. It's always good to take readings with a grain of salt. It's, you know, for entertainment purposes. Doesn't mean that it can't be and isn't often accurate and helpful. It's just like, I think it's important that you know what this is. So with that being said, does Group 3's person miss them? And do they have regrets? We've got, you're very close to achieving your goal. And we've got work through fears at the back of the deck. I feel like very likely this person likely this person does miss you with that Three of Swords. But they don't miss you as much as they will when this moon is full. In other words, you're going to move on and then this person's going to miss you. That's what it's looking like. So when I said at the beginning I was picking up on some sort of like dating dynamic here between the two of you, yeah, you could date this person. That could, like, if the relationship's in stagnation, it gets unstuck, you can date this person for sure. But I feel like for others of you, it's when you start dating and putting yourself out there, meeting new people, that this person will fully have regrets. That's when the regret will fully hit them, which, you know, no surprise there, right? That's like how it always goes. Definitely could be a new relationship, because if how do you know if you want a new relationship? Is this connection serving you? Is it suiting you? Your person, if they left and ran away, then they obviously felt like it wasn't suiting them. So, you know, you might want to reflect on why you still want this if you do under those circumstances. Like, you could revise it, but I'm just going to say, you know, for the sake of the tarot reading, sticking to what we're doing here, sorry, being distracted, stop it. Sticking to what we're doing here, basically, yeah. You might want to reflect on what this person, like, I don't know. There's something new. It looks like something new is coming in. It could happen very fast, too. I see people taking risks in the future. I see things get, like, speeding up very quickly. Like, you could have more than one person interested in you in the future. So I think it's like your head's going to be spinning a little bit. It feels very fast. It feels like you're having to keep your head on straight, not lose your head. Especially if this is a totally new person. Like, if the person that you're here for is somewhat new or newer, or anything like that, then you're definitely going to want to try to keep your wits about you, basically. And if this is somebody that you're currently dealing with, or you have dealt with in the past, like if this is an old person, then this could indicate, you know, new life in the connection, new experiences, new life where it feels new, okay? Seeing things with fresh eyes. either way, being swept off your feet is likely. So in that way, it is similar to one of the previous groups. That regardless, this is more rocky and more of a winding road, but the outcome is similar in that either way, you're going to manifest dating, manifest having, enjoying yourself with someone romantically, meeting new people, things picking up a pace, things getting unstuck. We're coming into the warmer months. So, I mean, it jives. It makes sense to me that you're going to be getting out there more and enjoying yourself and trying new things more, which is what you need to do. So, does this person have regrets? Do they have regrets over you? It's very likely they have regrets over you, but they especially will if you move on, leaving them behind. If they don't have regrets over you, maybe it's because you're not going anywhere. Okay, you could have a new beginning with that Eight of Wands. Let's get some messages from this person. And by new beginning, I just mean things getting unstuck. And I'm not gonna salt coat it for you guys. That's what it is. Look it up. We've got I can't breathe without you. I do. Yeah. If I could go back in time and do things differently, I would. Our relationship is never consistent. Why can't we find a stable ground? So I think this person is sorry for how things ended up, especially if some of you have already met somebody new and already talking to somebody else. Like I already said, they will especially miss you and regret the way things have ended up when and if you decide to leave them behind. But regardless of your situation, I get that this person does have regrets. I mean, the cards are pretty evident. As far as like regretfulness, these messages are, the most in alignment with regret compared even to like the previous two groups. So, and they would do things different. They are sorry for how things ended up. I feel like things will continue to be a bit inconsistent going forward because we've got this Eight of Wands. It's a whirlwind. If things were inconsistent in the past, they're going to be inconsistent in the future. If things are not inconsistent or were not inconsistent in the past, they will be. This is like a message from your person's future self. But they would unbreak your heart if they could, for those that have straight up had their heart broken by this person. And your person knows it. Does this person have regrets towards group 3, Spirit? God, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So that is a vote for yes. Does this person have regrets? Got letting go. There is a level of detachment with this person. You know, they felt the familiarity between the two of you. It was like I was talking about earlier. Sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. If you get too close to someone or they feel too familiar, it's easier to take them for granted. I feel like some of you, this is saying that your person, let go. It is kind of like, this person, if we want to reduce it to a yes/no answer, it's a no, but the card itself is like a maybe because it's talking about just like surrendering it, giving it over to God with the hope that you know, the universe will conspire on your behalf and that things will just end up working out in your favor anyway, regardless. So like your person, even though they walked away from the connection, for many of you, or for at least some of you, it wasn't like they didn't feel the connection, because they did and they do. They just didn't take it seriously enough. Got magnetism. There's a gravitational pull towards one another. So it's kind of like this understanding that it's kind of like this understanding that even if they walked away from the connection, maybe even a feeling that even if you walk away from the connection, even if you move forward fearlessly and leave them behind, that this magnetic pull, this connection that the two of you share, that it's meant to be, that, you know, there's something that will pull you guys back together. So there is no real sense of loss or fear of loss from this person at present. Like I keep saying, I feel like they do have some regrets. Regrets are likely, but they especially will regret, you know, more when and if you leave them behind. But there is still like this underlying feeling of that your connection will bring you guys back around into each other's lives again anyway. Which is interesting. I don't know if it will or it won't. That's not what the reading's about, but that's kind of the feeling here that I'm getting from that. So let's get you an advice card here. Advice for group 3 regarding the reading, please. We got the Page of Wands. Like if you were the one resonating, honest, you know, be honest and true. If you're the one resonating with that Page of Pentacles in reverse, that maybe you were not ready financially or emotionally for this connection, or on some level we're hoping that this person would you know, do more than their fair share in the connection, or fulfill you in some way that you should be fulfilling yourself. This is saying to work on that. Childhood hangups can continue to hold you back. So I see a good time ahead, but if you want this to last with them or with someone else, for those that resonates with, if this is you, then they're wanting you to work on that and those childhood hangups. And then just the general overall advice, though, is there is something good about you. You know, if you're coming across as a page, that is that you do have a childlike quality. Like you are meant to communicate. Some of you, I feel, might mask your feelings. You might be a little less than forthcoming, okay? And in those cases, Spirit's like, no, we want you to be open. We want you to be honest. We want you to pursue your passions. Pursuing your passions make you more attractive to other people, and also helps you to let go of resistance so you can get more of what you do want. Their advice is to keep an optimistic attitude towards love. Period. Just keep an optimistic attitude towards love. Let's get one more advice card for group 3. Igniting the exciting, which is a fun card to see because we've got a match flame here and he's got his wand there. So yeah, similar energies again. Finding your soul's purpose, talent, new chapter, path in life, life change, share your unique gifts. So again, that's what I was saying. Follow some passion. Your passion makes you more attractive in all life areas, including and love. They're wanting you to keep pursuing your passions. If you haven't found your soul purpose, then start finding that soul purpose. It does have to do with an increasing level of self-confidence, self-esteem, the ability to be more open and honest and playful, and to sort of like heal your inner child as well as any past life or inner child wounds. And we see a life change occurring here where, you know, you are going to be using your unique gifts, and if you already are doing that or do it in the near future, it does look like it will be successful. So have confidence in that. There is a life change here happening though. Okay, so this is what I've got for you, group 3. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box. And if you would, yeah, I've got Instagram reading up, and if you are on Patreon, I just put up a How Have You Grown Up reading, so check that out as well. Thank you again, and I will talk to you guys next time.